Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power Hour.
Good morning, everybody. It's 11 a.m. on Saturday morning, and you know what that means. It's time for another big day of Memphis Power Pro Wrestling in there. And, of course, joining me is BT, Brian Trammell, and, of course, Rob Helt in there. Pal, what's up, pal?
You can call me pal, baby. You can call me pal. Man, Jerry Lawler got me over on it last week, man. I popped on. I've been calling everybody pal this week. It's been great.
Hey, Rob.
Man.
Yeah, Rob, Jerry Lawler don't know who you are, so I just want
you know what? That's okay. I don't mind at all. I don't think Jerry Lawler knows who he is right now.
Oh, no.
Oh,
You know, people watch this, right? All right.
that
Well, guys, how what kind of week have you had?
Well,
Dang it.
I'll start.
Smoky.
It's kind of crazy. So I want to, first of all, I want to thank everybody, including the Retro Wrestling Review family that I have, everybody over at Retro Wrestling Archive, for the birthday wishes from last week. Thank you so very much. I went out in the woods over the weekend. I got done with the Power Pro show last week, and then we left, and then we turned around and went to Mena, Arkansas, turned around, came right back home because I was in a damn tornado. Also want to mention last week's show. If I seemed a little lethargic to you or a little bit down, I'll tell you what the deal was. So we record these at 11 a.m. or we do these at 11 a.m. It's, Power Pro. That's what time everything came on. And Gene and I worked together in our real world. And
shoot job.
Yeah, shoot. I wasn't going to call it a shoot job, but okay, we'll go with that. We worked together, and we've been working on this project, and we've been doing some stuff with some, people and getting some things done. And dude, I had worked all night and then was into the day, and I wasn't even into an Adderall. So I was like, well, here we go. So I was pretty tired when I did the show too. So to the fans that watched the show, if I seemed lethargic last week, I'm sorry. It was only because, man, I'd been up as soon as we finished the show. I went straight to bed.
Yeah.
But I'm good now, pal.
And it wasn't Saturday morning. It was a different day of the week because, like you said, there was stuff going on.
Now you're taking away my gimmick. Now you're
kayfabe.
Wait, I said that day. You just admitted it wasn't the right day. This is the right day. This is Saturday morning at 11 a.m.
Jesus Christ. He just can't go with anything, BT. Yeah. What are you doing, Brian?
I was doubling
Let
down
me go ahead and do this because Gene, I just want everybody to know Gene and Rob made me promise to do this to the audience.
We did no such thing.
So here we go. They are blinded now. They're blinded. There we go.
We did no such thing, BT.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Blinded by
I'm doing
light.
good, brother.
Wrapped up like a
douche.
I'm so excited about how many people is watching this, and I'm so excited about this show. Spoiler alert, I liked it. So
I'm excited about STS Pod.
There you go.
Club.
It's a podcast, brother.
It's a wrestling podcast, brother. Oh yeah, Gene's over there with that ECW show.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
What do you think about ECW, BT?
I did. I liked it. But to me it got tiring by the end. So,
well, spoiler. So does this show. So
I'm excited about this week's show, bro.
Me too.
Oh, you didn't know? Is the
Your
title
ass better call somebody. Okay, go ahead.
That's the title of this week's show. We'll let you see why here in just a little bit as we travel back in time to June 13th, 1998. The show opens with a recap showing Jerry Lawler slapping the shit out of Randy Hales last week. As we continue to build towards the punishment match for Randy Hales' sickened Kane and Paul Bearer on Jerry the King Lawler at the Mid-South Coliseum. At the blast off at the Dome. We've never really called the Coliseum the Dome before, but we've adopted it here. That's what we're going with, so that's fine.
In there.
And so then we go to Dave and Corey at the desk. They hype the big day. We're going to be hearing more about the blast off at the Dome. We're going to hear about some more matches that are going to be going on. Too Sexy Brian Christopher is going to be here in action against his former tag team partner, Tony Williams, which Tony Williams will tell you, there is no more Tony Williams. He's gone. It's Kid Wicked.
Spelled
how you
differently
spell it.
depending on the day and who's running the Chiron.
Yeah. It's it's all what kind of mood somebody's in.
Before you go into a clip, Gene, I don't want to cut you. Before you go into a clip, though, I do have some questions, or a question for you guys. Does this show, you've just teased it that there's people on this show that we're not used to seeing on Power Pro. Okay.
Right.
Those people at the time are WWF employees.
Yes.
BT, is this when Randy had made the deal, or is this just favors to Lawler?
It's not the deal yet. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It looks like that they.
So how did Randy get those people to be able to do that? I wouldn't think they
Lawler.
would let him do it.
Lawler.
It's Lawler.
It is all Lawler. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. That answers my question.
Because we weren't through teasing yet. We're going to have ECW's Tracy Smothers is going to be here. We're going to see a match that is very interesting considering what's been going on in recent times. We're going to see Tony Falk with Brandon Baxter taking on Mr. Personalities, Derek King, who says Miss Jackie is going to be in his corner. Dave Brown and Corey have their doubts, but we shall see. And then the big 6-man main event, Bill Dundee and the Godwins, Henry and Phineas, a.k.a. Southern Justice, taking on Billy Joe Travis, BJ Awesome, and Paul Diamond. Maybe.
Oh, there's a stellar fucking team.
Oh, now come on now.
Well, I mean, Billy Joe, I'm okay with him now. And then I think that, and we agreed that BJ Awesome, Mo is wrestling better. But when you put Paul Diamond in it, you just kind of kill it.
I got a text from our friend Mike Needham the other day who said, does Rob know that at this time Paul Diamond was the head trainer at Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy, and you can't knock the head of Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy? And I was like, I don't think he cares, but
Don't care.
Was Mike Needham smiling when he sent you that message?
No, he was very serious.
Oh,
once.
okay.
He's kind of like
Look.
Lance Storm, if he can be serious for a minute.
Look, I'm not going to go on here and shit on everything and all that. That's not my bag.
Just
Paul Diamond is just, there's something about him that he is Hannibal to me, right? I told you guys that. Hi, my name's Paul Diamond. I train at his school.
Shawn Michaels.
And I do his stuff. And yeah, he's a goof. And then I remember him with all the camouflage paint and the camo pants.
He was Commando Paul Diamond, sir. How else is he going to paint his face?
That. I love that shit.
What?
He had camouflage tights. He didn't just wear some camo pants from the Army surplus store. He actually had camouflage tights. You got to have those special made. You can't just buy those off the rack. I want to make a request right now while you're quiet for a moment. I want to see you do a whole episode of Beyond Wrestling as Hannibal interviewing someone.
Oh my God, let's do it, Rob.
And I get to pick that someone.
I'm bringing BT on as the guest for
I'll do
Beyond
it. I'll do it.
We're going to talk about how BT got into the podcasting business and all his time in the 90s and the late 80s around wrestling and cassette wrestling news. We'll talk about all that. I know it's beyond wrestling, but it's wrestling adjacent. We'll talk about that, and I'll do it like this. Welcome into the show, Brian. I was reviewing some of your stuff, and it says here you were a fan. What's it mean to be a fan? I mean,
then I'll tag Rob Feinstein and go, what are your memories of when Brett and Sean got in the altercation in the dressing room back in 1998? And then you'll go, I wasn't there. Oh.
Okay.
Well, what are your memories of everything's? What are your memories?
So that time that you were working in the AWA BT, do you remember if you were able to win a title or what were they going to do? BT's like, I didn't even work there, brother. I've never been there. I don't know what you're talking about. That's Hannibal. By the way, if somebody wants to take this and send it to Hannibal, I want you to do this for me, okay? Take this one little clip it however you want. Send it to that motherfucker. Here it is. Ready? You can. The mic went.
Hannibal just made that happen. Hey, yeah, suck that.
You can fuck right off, you Canadian piece of shit. There. Was I clear enough about that?
So, PT, did Hannibal will that to happen with his microphone?
I
Or did
think so.
Austin Idol- or did
I
Austin
would
Idol
say
do
he
that?
did, but we've seen it happen a couple times
This has
pre-show.
nothing to do with Power Pro Wrestling.
Colin,
I
that's
just
what you
wanna
get
let
for
you know.
knocking my wrestling school.
I didn't knock any wrestling school.
You went in the comments and asked how many people he trained is in the big time.
And what is the common denominator between Paul Diamond and Hannibal? They're both Canucks. You can't trust those people.
All right, well, let's move on before you run off any. I think we have like 4 viewers in Canada.
We have at least
two of
4
them just-
Canadian
They-
fans.
they
Two of them
just
just
left,
tuned out.
I
Yeah,
like
it's
them. I like them. They're fine. They're not in the wrestling business. It's the
Bret
people that are
Hart.
in
Bret Hart's like,
wrestling.
I'm never watching this Power Pro show again. All right, so let's break from whatever was just happening right there. Things kind of got out of hand. Let's hear from Bill Dundee and the Godwins about today's main event.
Justice coming your way, punk.
You know something, Billy Joe? Really don't like what you did here. It's not nice. Superstar called us, said, come down here, he needs your help. And when he calls, we come down and we help. Southern Justice has always been that way. And for you boys, it's a slop dropping.
A slop dropping.
Gonna be a slop.
That's like a hobgoblin and a slop dropping and a and what's her
slob
name?
knobbing. Slob knobbing.
I don't
Is
think
it
that's
same
quite
thing?
the same.
Oh, my bad.
Dundee's girlfriend. She's looking more and more trailer park trashy here.
Oh, no, I like that.
Are you with me, BT,
Ooh,
on that?
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you on
They
that.
should have took her back to WWF as the Godwins manager, throw some overalls on her, and
Oh yeah, overalls. Oh, that's hot.
oh, okay. Well, let's move on before BT gets to slop dropping here after.
This hat blows off and my microphone blows up. We know.
Don't let me take my shirt off. Don't say the magic word. Don't say the magic
Yeah,
word.
no, don't say the name.
Oh my
Ah!
God, Diamond.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't say whose interview's dropping this week on Retro Wrestling because things will get bad. So anyway,
good.
that you got to anchor that microphone down, dude. You're going to
No, I
get
don't. It's fine.
decapitated. You're getting decapitated one of these
It's
times.
fine.
Go ahead. If it happens, at least it'll be
At
something.
least it
to
was
be-
online and nobody can say
Yeah.
my wife's not going to end up on Dateline NBC because it'll be live.
They'll be like, "Did you do anything to alter that microphone?" She'll be like, "Oh, not at all." All right, so here we go. Match number 1 on the show. We're going to be checking out Young Gun Lance Jade taking on ECW's Tracy Smothers because you know what? ECW is hot, Power Pro and WWF is not. If you don't believe me, just listen to Tracy right here.
We've got a match here, Brandon.
Hey, you know what, hey, give me the microphone. I'm a happy man today. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I am the one person that hates Randy Hales and Power Pro Wrestling more than I do, and that's Tracy Smothers. Tracy, this is full of money. All you got to do is eliminate all the thorns on my side, and it's all yours.
Listen to me. Brandon
All
Baxter,
yours.
I don't need no stinking money. I got enough money. I'll do it for free, man. You know why? Because hey, shut your mouth when I'm out here talking. I don't like Randy Hales. I don't like Power Pro Wrestling. I never liked Jerry Jarrett or this whole stinking mud hole of a place. I don't like Mud Allen, Elvis Presley, or anybody. What I'm screaming is this. I don't particularly like you either, Dave Brown, or you either, Corey Macklin. I'll whoop somebody and stomp a mud hole in it because ECW is what's hot, and the WWF and the Power Pro is not. And this kid up there in the ring, I'm fixing to show you how the cow eats a cabbage, kid. I'm going to give you a wrestling lesson before I beat your stinking brain.
Well, there goes Tracy.
Takes him down. Look at Lance Jade go. Brings him out of there. Nice drop kick. Jade. Boy, he's on him in the day. I know it. Hey, Power Pro Wrestling.
Brandon Baxter holding down the top rope, and Lance Jade rolled over the rope. Baxter interferes.
Here comes Smothers from behind. Yeah.
Feet to the small of the back of Tracy Smothers as he was sliding out of the ring. Now Lance Jade is in trouble.
Let's get ready. Tickets on sale there at the Civic Center for Power Pro this Friday night.
Yes, indeed, and don't forget about that big blast off in the Dome coming up the 23rd. Oh, drop kick by Tracy Smothers.
Look at this.
1, 2, oh, he didn't get him. As we go on, Kane is coming to town. Big main event against Jerry Lawler. Also, special ringside seats include an autograph session and a barbecue party. Not many of those tickets available, fans. If you want them, you better get to the Coliseum or Ticketmaster and pick up on those in a hurry.
No doubt about it.
It's going to be a huge, huge crowd on June 23rd, Tuesday night, the 23rd at the Mid-South Coliseum. Look at Jade off the rope.
Look
He
at
took
this,
him down, couldn't hold him for a cover.
Smothers got him. He got his tight, got him. Rolls out 1, 2, 3. And Tracy Smothers gets the win.
You know, the feet were in the ropes there, the celebration. Look, what's he doing? He challenges Bill Dundee.
Yeah, Smothers. Here comes Dundee.
Dundee, this is not a wise move, Bill. Tracy Smothers nails him as Dundee comes into the ropes, and then there's Baxter to jump in. Dundee, as we saw earlier, double team, triple team, quad team last week. He didn't refuse the challenge, did he?
The superstar fighting back. Here comes B.J. Awesome, Dave.
And Billy Travis.
Yeah. Billy Joe Travis from behind.
Yeah, the referee wants the bell. I'm not sure it's going to do any good, but we'll ring it for you.
Yeah, he's ringing. Here comes the Godwins.
There they are.
Oh, yeah. Hideous and Henry O hit the ring. Oh, they got Brandon Baxter, Dave.
Uh-oh, Brandon's in between
They're
them.
going to squash it right here. Oh.
Yeah, looking so good right now as the Godwins, one on either side of him. They have Brandon Baxter.
Yeah, Phineas is holding him there, and Big Henry O standing there looking at him from the other side. And there goes Baxter, the superstar, raising the roof on Power Pro.
All right, so we're going to work our way backwards from the end. What was the implication there? Was the Godwins about to rape Brandon Baxter?
Yeah, he's got a
on live
pretty mouth.
television?
He's got a pretty mouth, y'all.
That
So that's what he was doing.
was going on.
My goodness.
All right, who you want first, Gene?
Let's hear from you. You were making notes there.
Okay, Billy Joe Travis had full tights there. Did you notice that? He wasn't missing the leg. He had a
call.
full thing of tights. So obviously, he was paid up on his child support at that point, had a little extra money, bought the other leg. I'm very, very pleased with this match. Can you guess why?
No, why?
There were no run-ins. There was no bullshit. There was nobody talking on the mic. It was a fucking match.
All
It was
right.
a match.
I'll let you finish, and I got something to say about that, but go ahead.
Okay. Now, I know at the end we had chicanery, but during the match, we had just a clean match, whatever. Tracy was working really light here, really light. I don't think it looked all that good. When he did the boom, boom, and then Lance Jade coming off with the off the top rope. I thought he was damn near going to kill himself because he slipped. He wasn't ready.
Well, no, that was intentional because Brandon was shaking the ropes. That was part of the finish.
Oh, okay. So was he down in this corner?
I
where
thought
they could
that
barely
the first time I watched it, I thought it was a botch, but then when I was clipping it, I noticed Brandon's down there shaking the ropes, so that was the deal for
Okay.
the finish.
I'm
Now
also-
that Frankensteiner,
that was terrible.
Yeah,
But is that also from Lance Jade's perspective? I mean, look, dude, Tracy, to me, I've always loved Tracy Smothers, even when he was jobbing in Memphis back when he first got started from Springfield, Tennessee. I've never had a problem with Tracy. I've always thought Tracy was cool. Was it that Lance Jade's working with Tracy? And at that point, Tracy's already made the bigs. And so you're a little bit, it would be like me working BT. I'm like, well, he's an experienced veteran. And here I am, brand new, even though I'd just slap you on top of that bald ass head. What do you think, BT? Do you think this was good because they finally had a match that did not have a run in and it was a decent match minus the botches?
That's not when I came away from it, all I could think about was the ending. It wasn't the actual match. It's not like I was and I like Tracy, so I was watching the match. But when they went with Brandon, they was trying to rape his pretty mouth. I was like, I forgot everything about the match. It was like nothing. So
you need to kayfabe that word, Bubba, or we're gonna get like
what
shut down on YouTube. They're gonna
Pretty
shut
mouth?
this, they'll shut the no, the R word. The R word will get us botched.
what R
quicker.
word?
You said they tried
I'm
to
sorry.
R
I
his
didn't even think
pretty
about
mouth.
that. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
say that.
All right. But yeah, that's what I came off with. All I could think about is the Baxter and what was going on. So
well, my
Gene,
problem,
I made the comment that I said you said you wanted to come back in and talk about it when I said there were no run-ins and it was a good match. You wanted to talk about it.
well, my problem with the finish of the actual match they were so tangled up in the ropes, the heat didn't go on Tracy or Brandon Baxter. The heat goes on Bill Rush, the referee. How the fuck did you not see them completely tangled up in the ropes? It was like a heel ref turn, is what I was like. Did he just turn heel? But,
okay, no. But does that change? I mean, do you not think it was kind of a breath of fresh air to not have somebody on the mic? Which I'm with BT. BT doesn't like. We've talked about it several times. He doesn't like somebody on the mic because he feels like it distracts from the action. And it does. And I don't like run-ins every match and all that. The stuff at the end, if you save it for the end of the match, fine. Yeah. Were you okay with this being a true wrestling match or?
Oh, yeah, okay. For sure. Okay. And I don't even, I mean, botches are botches. It is
who cares? Like, yeah, but it was no run-in.
But I just didn't like the way the finish was executed. It put the heat on the referee, not the heel, is the only thing I didn't like. Everything else I'm good with. That is a little weird if they were about to R-word Brandon at the end.
Right.
But it's 1998, I guess. That's how far
back then
come.
We could say the R-word and nobody had all these fucking problems with it. It's a word in the English language that actually was what they were trying to do, and now you can't
make him squeal like a pig in there, Dave. It's going to be gross.
Uncomfortable.
I'm good with this match, guys. I'm fine with it. I like it. I like Tracy Smothers, and he had to get in his ACW's What's Hot and Power Pro and whatever.
And the
WWF or not. And I always liked that. And I always knew that a thug couldn't spell.
No, they could not. So then we get a promo for the blast off at the Dome, and in this promo there's mention of Jim Cornette, the Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express, D-Generation X, and then the specific matches we hear: Kane versus Lawler, Double J Jeff Jarrett versus Billy Joe Travis. If this isn't a guitar on a pole match, I don't know what we're doing. Brian Christopher against the Road Dogg Jesse James, and a no holds barred 10-man tag team match.
That's too much shit going on.
That's a lot for our first show.
Hey, BT, I got a question. So you both said this was Lawler, but yet, I mean, how does Randy afford to pay these guys? I know they're doing a favor for Lawler. I don't think they're going in there for free, right? I mean, there's got to be trans and those types of things. I don't
know, Gene. Do you think that?
And how is Vince allowing this? Because Vince would never allow this, right?
Because their own, their own contract. Are they on contracts and salary back then? Salary didn't exist. Did it? It already did.
They're on because this is the Monday Night War. If you're not on contract, you could jump to WCW in a moment.
They're going to get paid no matter what. So it could be just a. You
have $3 million of talent, let's say, or $300,000 of talent that you've got there with the Godwins, Double J, Road Dogg, all these people that are coming in. You've got all this talent. How, A, are they being afforded? And B, I just feel like there's got to be something in place. I mean, Vince would never do this.
think we're on the road to so here's the thing. So 1998, we're a year past, not quite a year. We're several months past the USWBA not being in existence. And Vince is starting to see the reality of a world where the territories are dead. And you've got WWF, WCW, ECW, and then a bunch of just low-level indie shit. And so I'm guessing that Lawler has sat down with him and goes, look, Vince, it will serve you well. If we can get something going down there in Memphis, if we can have live TV, just think about it. Right now, because this is before they get hooked up with OVW and all that.
Right.
Like, where is your next wave of talent going to come from? So if you could get a feeder system going down there, these guys would have live television to work in front of, get them ready before they come up here. You need that. You got to have something. And I think he's like, but we got to get it off the ground. We got to get it going. If you could just help us out, if you could send
and then also I may have answered my own question, Gene, because Vince already knew all about this area because he'd already done the, as YouTube affectionately called it on the titles, the McMemphis shows.
Yes.
So he'd already been there. He knew. I guess that's probably right, BT. It would be like Rob Helt would never send somebody to a show like that, but then they're like, "Oh, well, it was BT's show." Of course, Rob said
Right,
because he already
right,
knows.
right.
He
Yeah,
knows
yeah,
BT.
yeah, yeah.
He knows
The
everybody.
trust,
So yeah,
the trust.
yeah, I
factor
can see
there,
that.
yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know if we were. Are we really not under an agreement right here? Or are we working? And you said we're
Because they're not
toward
any
that agreement.
competition to him. So,
Right.
what's
Okay.
it hurt him? And everybody he's sending has a tie to Memphis. Kane
Yep.
came from Memphis.
That's what I was
Road Dogg
fixing
came
to
from
say,
Memphis.
yeah.
Brian, Jeff Jarrett,
didn't think
even the
about that.
Godwins.
I didn't
So,
think
you
about
know,
that.
Yep.
And then ECW, of course, that's an independent deal. Tracy is, and he lives in Springfield still. I mean, he never moved.
Yeah. And Tracy had just lost his job from WWF before long, so he has no tie, and that's why he's taking these shots, is because he's an ECW guy. And over on ECW, Paul Heyman's taking shots at WWF every chance he gets, even though
So
nobody knows that he's in with them.
lost his job at WWF as Freddie Joe Floyd.
Yeah, well, they cut him as Freddie Joe Floyd. Then they were using him to do some training, and then they cut him from that.
Because if he lost his job over the Freddie Joe Floyd, that's the best thing could ever fucking happen to him. You talk about a waste of using somebody. He wasn't good as Freddie Joe Floyd. They should have just used Tracy Smothers as Tracy Smothers.
All the characters they had were garbage. I mean,
Yeah.
goddamn. I mean, at least he wasn't a plumber or a hockey player or
Right.
a garbage
Yeah, but
man.
the boys probably didn't give a shit. They were getting paid, and
That's what I was about to say.
WWE
He had a
TV,
contract and a check coming into his mailbox
he didn't
every
give a
week,
shit
whether
what-
he wrestled or not. That's
Well,
all
and
I
that's I can identify with that. Gene can tell you I work with some high level people in fucking Washington D.C. and those people just sometimes bug me, but they're paying me. So I'm
Well,
good.
Vince at this time could have called me, buttfucker BT, and I would have been on their TVs if he paid me good. So
He still calls you that?
he still does. But
Okay.
yeah.
We're gonna call you BFBT. Ask me what it stands for, BT.
What's it stand for, Vince?
What is it, pal?
It's buttfucker BT.
Oh, I love it. I love it, Vince. I love it.
This show's gone off the
Speaking
rails.
of
Let's go to the
getting, yeah,
next
this
clip.
is y'all forget this streams on YouTube and Facebook. Like people's mothers are watching this right now for some reason.
Sorry,
I don't know why
Mom.
they would, but
It's a wrestling podcast.
I
brother.
love my
I can say
mama.
now at the end when you say love my mom, you got to add sorry about the F words.
No, she hears it every day, y'all. No
Hey, Gene-
filter.
Gene, you mentioned in the opening that we're going to be watching Derek King and Tony Falk.
That's right.
I got to tell you, if anybody can make Tony Falk look good, it's Derek King.
We're about to watch that right now, and it's actually I've kind of just strung everything together in one big clip. But what really stood out to me in this match is it really shined the potential Derek has as a baby face here.
Yep.
The crowd gets behind him. His punches look amazing. He sells well as a baby face for a heel, especially like Tony Falk, makes him look good. If I'm Randy and Brandon and whoever's contributing all to the creative aspect of this, I'm looking at like, you know what? I know this was all kind of starting as a big joke with him and Jackie, and I'm sure they kind of had an idea for this is just going to lead to a match between the two. But I see this match and I see this crowd reaction. I'm thinking we might have a baby face on our hands here. We might need to reevaluate some things. Folks, take a look at this clip, see if you agree with us.
Quieter than he has been so far in the program after meeting up with the Godwins.
You know, I'm sick and tired of this. Randy Hales wants to see me embarrassed.
He's done it today.
He wants to see me hurt. He wants to run me out of here. And who do these Godwins think they are, huh? What, from Deliverance or something? They want to take their straps down to me? Randy Hales, I'm telling you this. I said I would take out Power Pro Wrestling slowly. But if you don't find or fire the Godwins, Power Pro Wrestling will crumble today. You don't even win.
Yeah.
Mr. Dave Brown, Billy Joe wrote a song today.
A song from Billy Joe, just what we need.
Turn off the lights, the party's over. Turn off the lights, Bill Dundee's done. Turn off the lights, the Godwins are history. Turn off the lights, Power Pole Wrestling finished. And that's right, Billy Joe, the franchise, is here to stay. Godwins Dundee, today, watching punks.
Enough singing, enough talking. We got a match in the ring here. Tony Falk.
Just wait a minute, Dave Brown. I'm going to say this real quick. I tried to tell that Derek King about women
They're the root of all evil. He wouldn't listen to me. So now I'm going to have to take him in there, and I'm going to beat some sense into that kid because he wouldn't listen the other way. So now, Brandon, I promise you, man, I'm going to straighten him out. After I straighten him out, everything's going to be cool. And I'm going to do it right.
Well, we'll see. Derek King, Mr. Personality, says he has Jackie in his corner here today. We don't know about that. We haven't talked to Jackie about it.
To this match coming up, Derek, you got Tony Falk.
I told y'all, you said at the beginning of the show, Jackie is going to be in my corner, so go ahead. Come on out, Jackie. Yeah!
Well, I guess Jackie is going to be in the corner of Mr. Personalities.
Wait a minute, come on, Jackie, I'm begging you. Come on, here's your, come on, please, Jackie, where are you at?
Well, no, there she is.
I told you she's going to be in my corner. I told you.
Here is Jacqueline.
I told everybody she's going to be in my corner today. Right here, here she is.
Well, here she is, and I guess you held true to your word, Derek.
I told you.
What are you talking about? This is none of my business, okay?
Hey! You don't want to be out here, huh? You don't want to be here? You know why that is? That is because you are scared to death of me. You see this body right here? You're a chicken.
Okay, you got it. I'm in your corner.
All right, so you got it. So Jacqueline in the corner of Mr. Personality.
Being told in my earpiece here that there's a problem in the back. We're trying to get a camera there. We'll cut away to it as soon as we can get a camera there. We'll cut away from this action, and we'll be back here in a moment. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but
I was about to say, I wonder what's going on.
I don't know. All right, we got the camera back there. Let's go right now. We'll take a look at it on the monitor. There's Bruno.
Bruno. He's what happened? Looked like somebody hit me.
Somebody got a... Is that Bill Rush, the referee?
Looks like Bill Rush.
What did they do? Somebody do.
Get him back there. Come on. Get him back
Made
there.
a stripe down his back, it looked like.
What in the world was that?
I don't know what that's all about. I don't know. That was Bill Rush, so no doubt about it. Somebody apparently knocked him down and painted him, put a streak on his back there. He's just not too happy.
This is Mr. Personality. He gets up and look at him go to work on Tony Falk. Whip Tony Falk in. Nice job kick. Boy, he got up on that one, didn't he?
You know, even with a big size advantage for Tony Falk, do not count Derek King out of this. This young man can move in the wrestling ring.
Oh, Brandon Baxter over there. Brandon Baxter slacking Derek King. There goes Jackie. She's getting... Oh! Brandon Baxter. Yeah, look at Jacqueline go.
Keeping it evened up is Jackie.
Yeah.
Oh, look out. Tony Falk grabbed her from behind. Oh, Derek King takes Tony down. 1, 2. He got him.
From Mr. Personality today.
Not only was that my first win of Power Pro, but I saved the love of my life. Last week, she saved me. I'm cutting right to the chase. I'm asking you right here to marry me.
What in the world?
Listen, I'm asking you, what would be better than at the blast off at dawn for you and I to change vows at the blast off at the dawn?
Look, Derek. Look, I don't know you, okay? We don't talk. We haven't been on a date, okay? I don't know.
I'll tell you what, you're right. I'm all hot and bothered and tired right now, but I'll tell you what. Next week, I want you and Dave to show off. I want you to wear something very nice because next week, I'm going to propose to you officially in front of everybody in Memphis.
Derek, this is not the place. Oh, boy.
Whatever, just say yeah.
Mr. Personality's Derek King excited about the win. We'll see next week.
What's the reason for the white stripe, Gene?
Well, at first, Dave Brown said they painted a white stripe on his back, and this is where you can tell he's being produced because a moment later he says, "Yeah, they painted us." Or I'm sorry, Corey says, "Painted a streak on him," and Dave goes, "Yeah, they painted a streak down his back." Now, BT, do you remember why they would specify specifically that wasn't a white stripe down his back? It was a streak.
No, I don't.
Well, I'm not the spoiler of the show, so I'm not going to tell you, but stick around. It's not going to be revealed today, but there is a reason. They specifically said that was a streak being painted down his back.
So
Okay.
Derek King, find some holes in his work. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, Rob. There's 2 guys on this show, 3, including Spell, who's not on this show, but in this promotion right now, that if I was watching it without any hindsight, I could say there's 2 stars on today's show, Brandon Baxter, Derek King.
Yep. And the other thing, if you guys notice, Tony Williams does it, and then Derek did it now. Derek's wearing a necklace.
Yeah.
Tony has his earrings in. Let me tell you something. This is like professional football players that do this shit. They've got all this bling and all this whatever. That's the first thing I'm going for, dude. I'm ripping the earrings out of your ears. I'm going to grab the chain and jerk it off. So I'm not down with that. What the hell is in Jackie's hair? I realize she's got a weave on here. I realize that, but my God, it looks like it's just full of something. I mean, it's glistening off of the lights and everything. But I would propose to Jackie as well.
I just love that, we make this leap from, he's going right to proposing to her at the.
I know that's what I was gonna like. What he went? She was in his corner, so he wants to marry her.
Well, he's going to marry her because he doesn't know about all that stuff she was doing at the Earl Bell locker room back in the day. Oh wait, we'll kayfabe that. Kayfabe that.
Oh.
Wow. Allegedly, I think
might have been 4 of them standing there. Who knows?
I think you forgot to add allegedly to that. Sir.
What exactly is boo cake? Think about it. You'll get it. Here we go. Next clip.
BT, you want to share some insight on that one?
Well, it's got special icing on it, so that
I asked.
Boo cake does.
I asked. That's on me. That's my bad. Wow. Yeah, good match right there. I like this whole little circle we've got going on here. Derek's after Jackie, but that's now put him cross with Tony and Brandon, and Tony hates women, so he doesn't like Jackie, which he puts him at odds with Derek, and Brandon's kind of caught in the middle because he saw the one spot where Tony puts Derek over there. He tells Brandon to smack him, and Brandon goes, no. And he grabs Brandon by his bald head, and he pulls him in, and Brandon then has to smack him, and then Jackie plows through his ass on the floor. That had to suck.
Remember, Tony Falk doesn't like women either at this point. Remember, he's mad because his wife.
Yeah. All the women in the world are now his enemy because she has left him. And so while the referee is looking at Brandon and Jackie on the floor, Derek hits a low blow on Tony and gets the roll up, gets the win. So now there's 2 matches that I don't care that it's not a clean win, but it's an ending. It's a finish. Somebody wins, somebody loses. So we're
it's fine.
Again, we say this on the USWA show all the time, but strangely, it feels like when we have like major league complaints with something, it's like somebody goes back in a time machine and corrects them.
It changes everything
on the next show.
Well, I'm going to complain about something or say something. Maybe they'll change this too. There's somebody in the freaking crowd blowing a whistle. Who would blow a whistle during the whole show?
It'd be Bill Alfonso.
You'd be a real piece of shit to be at a wrestling show blowing a whistle.
I know who would do that.
Well, it would either be Bill Alfonso, or it would be that guy we've got over on the World Class Championship Wrestling Retro Wrestling Review right now, Armand Hussein. That son bitch is out there constantly blowing. It's annoying.
You may not be privy to this, Rob, but there used to be a guy in the Mid-South area, generally, that he would be at ringside. He was a coach of some sort, and he would blow a whistle, and he was bad to hit people with a clipboard, and on occasion he might even break their nose with it.
It was his name, Will Trammell.
No, his name was Coach BT. Is what his name was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blew the hell out of that whistle. And in his defense, was doing it before Bill Alfonso was doing it. So
they stole your gimmick, BT?
I stole it from somebody else.
Well, Coach John Tolos was doing it on WWF.
Yeah, he was
BT.
doing it. That's who I stole it from. So.
Okay, but I'll take BT over John Tolos.
Thank you, Jim.
I know he may have been a legend in California and he was a great wrestler and all that. That gimmick sucked a bag of dicks. I hated everything about him as a manager, both in UWF and in WWF.
He just said a bag of dicks.
An entire bag. He sucked each
His
one
dick.
individually.
Each one individually, even.
Yes, to completion.
Wow, bro. Wow.
So anyway, the next thing we see is Randy Hales joins Dave and Corey at ringside. And I know BT has said he doesn't like people being in on the commentary. Well, Randy's going to help do commentary on this match between Master B and Blade, the Cajun Sensation. And this is another one of those matches where it's just here as a backdrop to an angle in the dressing room so that we have an excuse to have Randy there to plug the Mid-South Coliseum show. These two guys are in here wrestling to no consequence at all. And we find out, and I want to know where Rob was at this time, retroactively. Someone has attacked Paul Diamond in the back because he is found injured. His elbow is swollen. It looks like somebody may have took a steel pipe to his elbow. And so
it wasn't a steel pipe.
Was it a rubber pipe?
It was a Canadian pipe.
I like Randy on commentary. You know, I was always a fan. I've talked about this before. When he did Mid-South Coliseum, he would do the first few matches without Lance. And he
did Hickerson spoiler against the new.
Yeah,
Fab.
and he did it on. It was on a Jackson show. I don't know if Rob. They did a Jackson Arena show.
Yeah.
And he
Sundays.
did a lot of those, and I was a big fan of his commentary.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm with BT. I think he did. He was a part of our childhood, right, BT? I mean, we remember.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I had no problem with him. For some reason, I had a problem with Lawler sitting down, but I really didn't have a problem with Randy sitting down with commentary because I always liked him as a commentator. And then I know he's there to get shit over. I know he's trying to get this blast off in the dome or whatever the fuck they're called. But
so my takeaway from that of what we saw from Randy in this segment was last week we saw what happened between him and Lawler slaps him, and we see this side of him, Randy, come out that we haven't seen. Is go to break right now,
and now he's
asshole boss. But here, oh shucks, could I join you on commentary? Really, I can. Thanks.
Yeah, right.
And he's real jovial and he's real laid back, and he's so. Are we trying to? So I know we're leaning towards going towards a heel Randy, but are we trying to get over that all this part is fake, or are we just trying to get over that Lawler pushes his buttons and brings a side of him out that isn't normally seen? I don't know. I think that's probably just up for
was
debate.
There a finish to that match? There wasn't, was it? No, and they just walked out of the ring and said, "I see you later."
Just walked out.
And to the point that way later in the show, like right as we're going to the main event or in the main event, Dave's like, "Oh, by the way, I think we need to mention that match earlier between Reggie B and Blade, nobody won. Reggie B just threw his hands up and walked away, and the match just ended." I was like, I wouldn't even drew attention to that, dude. I'd have just let it go by now, but okay. But yeah, so now Bill Rush has been attacked, and someone has left a streak on his back, and now Paul Diamond has been attacked. So something strange is going on here in the studios of TV5. Who could it be? Anyway, and next we see, and this is completely clipped out of ours, and I had to clip it because I got a warning and almost got the damn video completely pulled down. Kane versus Vader from the WWF was actually shown on the original broadcast.
Oh, wow.
And to hype up, this is Kane beating the shit out of Vader, and this is to hype up for Randy to put over how much trouble Lawler is in. I didn't clip this promo because I'm just not a fan of Paul Bearer promos and never have been. But the fun part of this, I don't know if y'all caught this.
Love it.
If you didn't, go back and watch it again. At the very beginning of this promo, they didn't clip it, and you hear Jim Cornette counting them down.
Yep.
3, 2, and
2,
you know it's
1.
his voice. It's very distinct, you know, which I thought that was fun. But after that, I was
so
like,
you said you don't like Paul Bearer promos. Did you like Percy Pringle?
Better than I did Paul Bearer. For
But
me,
still not a heavy hitter for you.
not really. But my big problem is I didn't like this. I was okay with the silly shit with Undertaker. Okay, he's the Undertaker. When we got to this convoluted Vince Russo soap opera bullshit about he's their dad,
Right.
all that, I didn't give a shit about this era of Paul Bearer at all, to the point that I didn't even want to sit and watch this. I fast forwarded this fucking promo, if I'm being honest. And I certainly didn't clip it and have to sit and watch it here. So, what you guys, I'm assuming, watched it. What did you think about it? Am I just being a dick?
I got a question, Gene. Maybe you can. What was Paul Bearer talking about? Lawler sat down and did an interview with him or something? I don't remember any of that.
I don't really remember. Like I said, I honestly really didn't watch this promo.
He said something about you. I don't know. It was confusing as hell because I really didn't.
And so much was going on at the time. Who could keep up with it in '98 as far as like on WWF, as far as if there was some interaction with them? And they had so many different shows going on at the time.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, do you guys like it or indifferent to it?
I like it. I like Paul Bearer and Kane. Yeah.
Does this add to the match coming up in any way?
I don't think it adds anything, but I think it's just, I mean, here's the deal. At the end of the day, I would be 24 years old, 25 years old at this point, 98. I think it adds credibility to the company that they've got these people coming in and, hey, this may not be some rinky-dink bullshit, whether it's Paul Bearer and Kane, whether it's Road Dogg, whether it's the Godwins. So I'm all for whatever they're showing. I don't necessarily care for Paul Bearer. I'm a Percy Pringle guy, though. I will tell you, I love PP3.
Percy Pringle, yeah.
I'm
with Rob, but to me, what it's saying is we got a star in the main event.
Okay, yeah, there you go. That's what I was trying to say.
We got a star in the main event, and it means something that Power Pro is going to have a star. So
because WWF was hot right now.
Real.
They were on
Kane
fire.
No, it's not. ECW is hot.
Oh, yeah,
WWF is not, and Power Pro is not. Gene, let's get it right. Tired of you coming up with these lies.
What did he tell Lance Jade? Something about chewing him like a cabbage head or some shit?
No, he said, I'm going to show you how the cow ate the cabbage. And that's something that my dad used to say to me. He'd say, let me tell you something, kid. You're going to learn how the cow ate the cabbage. I'll tell you right now. So it's obviously
I never heard that. Yeah.
Well, of course you haven't, BT.
Well,
because you don't hang out with those kind of people, BT. You're one of those guys that when you drink, you lift your pinky. We all know that you're bougie.
I don't drink, bro. I don't drink, but yeah.
That mic's finna whack you in the head if you keep talking like that to BT. He's gonna will it to happen. Look, he's with his mind right now. He's focusing.
I'm waiting. Look, I got the button. I got one of them big red buttons like the president does for his Diet Coke. So just push the button.
Anytime you hit it, that mic just whacks the shit out of Rob, just like Lawler did Randy last week on the show. So right now we got another string of clips here. We're going to hear briefly from Brian, which will lead to us hearing from the Road Dogg, which will come back to Brian, which will bring Kid Wicked out, which will lead to their match. And then we'll see what happens at the very end of this. My big question coming out of this, what happened to that Veronica chick? She just showed up last week. She's nowhere to be seen here.
Right.
I don't know. Let's check this out.
I'm the Road Dogg, Jesse James, and I am one half of the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions of the World, along with B-A-double-D-A-double crooked letter, Billy Gunn, who feels it not necessary to be here with me right now, but on the 23rd of June in Memphis, Tennessee, oh yes, Memphis, I'm no stranger to the rain, and Brian Christopher, Too Sexy, is no stranger to the pain caused by Jesse James. Because you see, I started right there in Memphis, Tennessee, wrestling, and look where I'm at now. Where's Brian Christopher? He's still jumping back and forth between Memphis and the big city and the bright lights. Degeneration X is the hottest thing in professional wrestling. X-Pac, Triple H, the ninth wonder of the world, China, and my partner. You never can tell when the Road Dogg is going to have to call down the troops. So Too Sexy, you might want to call somebody, because right there on the 23rd, you're getting flat of your back for the Uno, Dos, Tres.
Road Dogg, Jesse James.
Woo! He said,
I better call somebody. Well, boy, you better call 911 and warn them about what I'm going to do to you, because you said you got started right here. You're looking at the man that started Power Pro Wrestling. I started the wrestling right here in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm going to be the one to finish it. I said before that I'm the top dog around here. Now, Dave, who would you say is the top dog, huh?
Well, I'd say it depends on who you're asking who the top dog is, but you would certainly be a candidate.
Would it be the Road Dog, or would it be this top?
Well, it wouldn't be the Road Dog. Well, Kid Wicked.
Well. I'm glad you could join us, Mr. Superstar. Did you lose track of where you came from?
No, everybody knows that I've been touring the nation. I got to be in Dallas, Texas tomorrow, then Houston. I was in Madison Square Garden last week.
In case you haven't watched this show, Brian Christopher, I am the top dog around here. You see this trophy? This ain't Tony Williams you're looking at. This is Kid Wicked.
I see the trophy.
Yeah.
But, Tony, you say you're the top dog?
That's right.
You look more like a chihuahua to me, boy.
Kid Wicked, of course.
I know what Kid Wicked's all about. Me and Tony, this is Tony Williams. If you don't remember.
Kid Wicked, don't you forget it.
Tony, you're always going to be Tony just because you got a nice little necklace on. You got these fruity little earrings
Don't
in.
forget this trophy either.
And you got the trophy. Now you're Kid Wicked. You're always going to be Tony Williams to me.
Yeah.
We've been friends for years, Tony. I don't know why you've been coming out here week after week and making a fool out of yourself. But that's what you've been doing.
Hey,
That's what you've been doing.
I'm proud of it. I'm a champion. You better believe it.
Well, you're a champion. We'll step in that ring because we got a match right now. And I'm going to show you what a true champion can do.
Top rope, Brian gets up.
Oh, Brian saw him.
Little shake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah.
As he shakes the rope and Wicked goes down.
Brian shook the ropes, and it was Kid Wicked that got rattled. Let me tell you, Brian takes him down.
Uh-oh. Little trouble for Kid Wicked. Christopher drops right down on him. Bags Kid Wicked up. Reversal here as Brian goes into the rope. Comes off. Oh, boy, look at this.
Wow, what a move by Brian Christopher as he reversed him.
Pounds him into the mat. And I'm going to tell you, that could be it for Kid Wicked. Too sexy, Brian Christopher rolls him over. Set Kid Wicked up. He's going to slingshot it.
But into the referee.
Right in the referee Aubrey Wayne. I thought he was going to slingshot.
Going to use it on Christopher, but Christopher stopped him before he got to him.
Big super kick.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
that may do it. The referee's on his feet.
Yeah, he super kicks him. Gets down. Referee Aubrey Wayne.
Only a 2 count. Brian Christopher told the referee, look, I'm going to pin him right here. You count him out. Well, the referee got to a 2 count.
He's got that trophy. Look out.
Kid Wicked with that trophy nails the referee. That's going to be a DQ on Kid Wicked.
Yeah.
Should be anyway for even bringing the trophy in there.
And the Young Guns champion.
Brian Christopher gets the win in the match by disqualification. And now,
Yeah. Brian.
he's destroying
that Young Guns trophy.
My goodness.
All right, guys, a lot going on there. We heard from the Road Dog, and then of course the Brian and Kid Wicked in the match. What do you guys think of all that?
Anything that the Road Dog does, I'm a fan of. Period. End of discussion. He is the greatest combination of Bob, Brad combined, right? He can work well. He's so good on the stick. Just wonderful. And he adds credibility. Hey, I was down here. I'll bring the troops down. Then Brian Christopher, how do you not love Brian Christopher at this point? Right? Yeah. He's great. And what he did, and man, he looks like He-Man compared to Tony Williams up there. And we all know Brian's a small guy. But I loved the promo. I loved everything. It had a little bit of inside baseball to it. Hey, I know you as Tony Williams. We've been friends a long time. And he talked about his fruity earrings.
I loved it too. These two guys been starting out in the business together, and Kid Wicked is finally getting a push it was fun was seeing those two on the microphone back and forth. And like you said, Brian's just coming out and say, you're always going to be Tony Williams to me. And they made a point in commentary too, that these guys started in wrestling. I loved it. I loved every part of that, even the finish. I'll go with the finish on that. I liked it.
Well, Brian Christopher even said, hey, we're big time because, hey, I was just in Madison Square Garden.
Right.
So you're name dropping or you're dropping stuff to show, hey, we're big time. We're not.
And Brian didn't kill him neither. Didn't kill him at all. So it was really good. I thought it was
Although
good.
he did kill his Young Guns trophy at the end.
Yes, he did. I wonder if that was planned.
Good.
God.
You never know with Brian. It could go either way, quite honestly. But yeah, like the line where Tony says he's the big dog or he's the top dog, and Brian told him he looks like a chihuahua.
Yes.
Chihuahua. That was fun.
Hua.
Our buddy Scotty had to love that. So
you talking about Scotty Wentz?
Yeah.
I would appreciate it if I'll send you a cease and desist to make it official. You don't need to mention my partner on this show. That's my tag team partner over in World Class, and he is not Scotty Wentz. He is known as Fabuki Scotty.
Oh, God.
Fabuki Scotty.
They got their own little world over there, BT, that they're living in.
I'm confused. I'm sorry.
God knows you're never going to fucking guest host it for me.
It's a world where World Class isn't boring as fuck. So, I don't plan to visit that world anytime soon.
Thanks for putting me over, Gene. Appreciate it, bud.
I was just paying you back when you said I'll never guest host. I decided I would take a shot, but it's not as exciting as ECW. So,
right.
So there's that. But no, again, Road Dogg, like one of the high spots for me in 95 USWA was Jesse James Armstrong. Him, when he was tagging with Tracy and they had Brandon as their manager was that was 100%. A fun little trio right there. So, glad to see him coming back to Memphis here. And there was a point that he started calling in Memphis. He started calling himself the New Age Outlaw Jesse James Armstrong. So I thought it was cool when he got to WWF and he found the right partner that they suddenly became the New Age Outlaws, because I thought that was a cool nickname when he was using it down here, even though at the time he was wearing those aqua blue pants. Didn't do much for him, but it was a cool name nonetheless, and he had the hairdo.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm excited at the thought of. I wish there was a tape of that show from the Coliseum. To see, and I think we'll probably see at least some clips and finishes on here after the event. But I would love to see the whole match with, Brian Christopher and the Road Dogg, and then I would be interested in seeing Double J Jeff Jarrett against Billy Joe Travis. And speaking of, well, let's hear from Double J Jeff Jarrett. And this is weird because we've been watching the tag team of Jeff Jarrett and Robert Fuller in 91 being this world tag team champions. Robert Fuller's this ass kicker. And now we're popping up on Memphis television. Granted, it is 7 years later, but we're just popping up as manager Tennessee Lee and Double J playing the characters they play on WWF television without any bit of wink or nod to the camera. Yes, Jeff acknowledges his history with Billy Travis, but Fuller's just straight up playing the Tennessee Lee character here. So let's take a look at this little clip.
You know, Double J, it seems like we've kind of upset old Billy Travis a little bit down there in Memphis. You know, he's kind of taken exception to the fact that you are the world's greatest singer, world's greatest entertainer, and without a doubt the world's greatest wrestler. And it seems like you're going to learn about that world's greatest wrestler firsthand, Billy Travis.
Tell him, Tennessee Lee. You know, Billy Travis, we go back a long way in Memphis, Tennessee. And you take exception to the point that I said I am the world's greatest singer, the world's greatest entertainer, and the world's greatest wrestler. Well, Billy, over the last 10 years, I've been out on the road, and I've earned my name, Double J. I've done it the hard way, not your way, taking shortcuts. Yeah, you wrestle a while, and then you disappear. You no-show. You're a promoter's nightmare, Billy Joe, and I know that better than anybody, because when we were partners, everybody was looking at their watch when it was bell time. Is he going to show up? No. Are the cops going to be here to arrest him? Who knows? Well, Billy Joe, one thing is for sure. I'm bringing a surprise. Tuesday, June 23rd, blast off at the Dome. Yeah, there's going to be some blasting off, Billy Joe, and it's going to be a guitar. Oh, right upside your head. And I just want to leave you with one last thing. That ain't no guarantee. It's a promise.
Double J Jeff Jarrett is going to be here Tuesday, June 23rd at the Coliseum.
What's Power Pro Wrestling coming to? They bring out the Godwins today. Now they're bringing in Jeff Jarrett. They're trying to run us off, but it's not going to happen. You see, Jeff Jarrett, everybody knows what you are. But more importantly, we all know what you're not. You look like a country hillbilly, and you have no charisma, and you're just an average wrestler. But because your name was Jarrett, you made it in the wrestling business. That's just politics, strictly politics. Well, let me tell you something, Jarrett. You're right. We did drive up and down the highways for about 10 years. Well, let me tell you, Punk, I showed up in every match. And, Punk, let me tell you something. The cops may come to Memphis, Tennessee, June the 23rd, because I'm going to beat your brains out, Punk. And you know what, Punk? I don't have to lip sync. You sing with Sawyer Brown. There ain't nothing. I sing with Eric Clapton. Punk, I promise you the 23rd, I'm taking you out.
Well, we'll see. Coming up June 23rd, Memphis Mid-South Coliseum. We're going to take a break.
Dude,
Punk.
Mo is such a big dude right there. He that guitar looks like a ukulele. I do have so I want to talk two things here. I want to talk about the promo from Jeff Jarrett.
It's more than ridiculous. What this is stupid. This is nonsense. This is ridiculous.
So I just want to add that in there. I think that they should have given some acknowledgement to the fact of what they did together in Memphis, because you're kind of insulting the fans there by acting like, well, we've been there a few times, but blah, blah, blah. You were both huge there. Go ahead and acknowledge that it's going to be just like 1991. We're going to come in there and da-da-da. Second thing, I love the Billy Joe Travis, going to jail or not showing up. The cops are going to come or he's not going to show up. I guess that was plugging a little Austin Idol there. And I love Billy Joe Travis's comeback, dude. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of what Billy's doing right now, guys. And I know you two kind of shit on him a little bit, but I'm loving what BJT's doing. So look, BJ, I'm making it official right now. Billy Joe Travis, I'm sorry about what I've said to Billy Joe Travis fans. I'm sorry about the BJT suck shirt. I've kind of become a Billy Joe Travis guy. I like what he's doing here. I like where he's going. And Brandon Baxter, bro, I'm telling you, everything he does has got heat just attached to it. And I love it. BT?
Everything you said. And I marked out big time with Jeff Jarrett and Tennessee Lee, because I completely forgot that Robert Fuller had been in the WWE. During some of this, I fast forwarded through a lot of stuff and I was busy in life. But as soon as he showed up on the screen, I was marking out, because we've been doing that in USWA 91. I've got to agree with you, Rob. I didn't think about it when it was going on that why didn't they say that's Robert Fuller, blah, blah, blah. I guess because I was so excited to see them two together on the screen. And then, I mean, Billy Joe's running around with the guitar. It's just, it's custom made. Like Gene said something about a guitar on a pole match. I love this stuff. I love the promotion of some big show coming up, but not only is it a big event, it has a bunch of stars on it. It really does feel like something special.
Hey, BT, had you already sold your tapes at this point in
Yes.
98? Okay, so at this point, you're out right now. You're maybe catching something sporadically, but you're dealing with life shit at this point.
Yeah, I'm working for all the major, like I worked for Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Mazzio's, or whatever you want to call it. But I did a deal where I would, if somebody paid me more money, then I would go to them. It was, it's like I've got this store, I'm making some good money. I run this store and it's making money for you. And then some other guy finds out that I, did that. So I went to Pizza Hut. Then but at that time I'd sold my restaurant. I'd sold my tape collection in 91, I think. On Cassette Wrestling News. Yeah. They talk about it on Cassette Wrestling News. I sold it to some guy in Australia and it cost me almost as much to ship it. Well, it was an ungodly amount of money that I sold it for, because half of it was just shipping, and then so I had already owned a restaurant. I'd already, I think one or two of my kids, I don't even know when my kids were born, but one or two of them was already born. And I was working for the big chains at the time.
So we like this, Gene. We're both good with it. What about you? You liking all this?
Oh, I love it. Yes.
No,
yes.
Gene. I'm wondering if Gene.
Oh, I'm bad. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
good.
wondering if Gene likes the interview with Tennessee Lee, and if you like the Brandon Baxter stuff there.
I do. I'm good with it because what I like about it is it's the best of both worlds. Like if we're trying to draw fans back out to the Mid-South Coliseum.
Right.
This is a local Power Pro star, technically against a WWF superstar. But if I'm trying to draw the old time fan from the '80s, they remember the tag team of Billy Travis and Jeff Jarrett. If I'm trying to drag some people from the '90s in there, they remember the tag team of Robert Fuller and Jeff Jarrett. So there's a lot of, this pulls a lot of fans from a lot of different groups for this one particular match. It has a lot of appeal for a bunch of different people.
Good booking.
Yeah, and when you're dealing with Vince and WWF, he's just not down with acknowledging old stuff. Like I think you could have still gave some kind of subtle wink and a nod about Robert.
Well, if you're not down with that, I got
tag
two
team partner
words for you.
But I'm not really surprised at that. I'm not offended by it.
I didn't even think about that about Vince. But yeah,
if you know, you know, and if you don't, then you don't give a shit anyway. So
right.
But yeah, Brandon is showing every time he gets on screen he don't get enough credit because people go back and they talk about, well, who was the great manager after Jimmy Hart left Memphis? There were none.
Brandon.
Well, there was J.D. Costello,
and he sucked ass. Hey, as did Tux Newman, as did.
You can calm the fuck down on J.D. Costello, fella. He had the Mod Squad. He had Fire and Flame. But where did Brandon learn? You know what? I'm gonna go back to something. BT, we're gonna leave Gene out of this. BT, where do you think Brandon learned to cut promos like that and be able to work and get that heat? Where do you think that was?
I don't know, but he
learned it in Dallas at World Class Championship Wrestling, Gene. That you
gonna
so
let me
boring.
fucking
You weren't going to answer. All you said was, I don't know.
I was. God.
But you said you didn't know. So I went to it. You learned at World Class, Gene. So quit hating on our shit. And quit hating on J.D. Costello. I'm going to get out of here. J.D. Costello was the consummate manager.
He was a constipated manager.
I think you learned it in Dallas.
Go ahead,
you get to a stage of World Class where it's not boring, but you got a little ways to get there. You pick the spot where you got a big hole to dig yourself out of. You got a big hole to dig yourself out of before you get there.
Yeah.
But no, he learned from Michael Hayes, and we're going to play on that. A little bit of spoiler there. We're going to play on that down the line somewhere, right?
Yep.
BT.
One of the biggest gates that they had. It was, good stuff. Good stuff coming with Michael Hayes.
Absolutely. So yes, I like that. And again, like I say, I think Brandon should get more credit when people are talking about the great Memphis managers. I think he's one of the first guys that come along that really, could have. He was the modern day Jimmy Hart in a lot of ways, and could have held his own with Jimmy if they'd ever had a chance. But unfortunately, by '98. Managers just were starting to not be a thing. Tennessee Lee's going to be one of the last WWF managers before they're just all the way phased out, pretty soon. Other than the occasional one that would show up every once in a while, like Estrada and different just oddball people, and they would never stick around for very long. So, so far, I like what I'm hearing about this Blast Off at the Dome card. I think
Me too. I'm
has a
fired
lot
up.
of potential.
Go to a break now.
Let's go to a break.
All right, Smokey, I'm sorry. I should have done this 20 minutes ago. All right, let's take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to be actually watch the main event in real time and talk over it.
I need that drop.
Go to a break now.
Let's go to a break.
Tired of the same boring wrestling podcast? Need something with attitude, chaos, and maybe just a little cussing? That's STSpod.club, and we got it all covered. We've got wrestling weirdness with WTF News Desk, 5-minute time limit, and the Southern Fried Brain of me, BT, stirring the whole ship. We also have rolling into Mempho every week about the current Memphis wrestling. Interviews, hot takes, and wrestling outrageousness. So wild, it might get you banned in 12 states. That's right, it's SDSpod.club or search all podcast catchers for Shooting the Shiznit, where wrestling podcasts grow chest hair. Not sure what that meant. Love my mama.
In a business built on secrets, some stories were never meant to be told. But now, they are. From Memphis wrestling icons, Dangerous Doug Gilbert and Tommy Wildfire Rich, comes the podcast that not only pulls back the curtain, it rips it down. Real stories. No filters. From wild road stories to the truth behind the headlines, this is the kind of locker room talk you won't hear anywhere else. Dangerous Conversations with Doug Gilbert and Tommy Rich. New episodes weekly on YouTube, all podcast platforms, and early uncensored access on Patreon. Look us up on DougGilbertPodcast.com.
To Japan, every tale, every stitch, dangerous conversations, you don't change this.
Hey everybody, I'm Gene Jackson, and I want to introduce you to the Retro Wrestling Archive Podcast Network and the great pro wrestling nostalgia podcast we bring, including the Retro Wrestling Review Series covering the USWA, Memphis Power Pro Wrestling, Continental Championship Wrestling, and we've just added World Class Championship Wrestling, and now ECW. Plus great interview shows like Beyond Wrestling with Rob Held, where the stories go beyond the ring. Then there's Dangerous Conversations with the legendary Dangerous Doug Gilbert and Tommy Wildfire Rich. Plus don't miss special live streams like Live from the Archive and Arc of an Angle. And the Retro Wrestling Archive Network is growing. We're proud to feature the affiliate shows like STS Pod, The Hang, Classic Pro Wrestling Talk, Get Your Bell Rung, and even more great shows are coming soon. But that's not all. Join the Retro Wrestling Archive Patreon for exclusive bonus content, early podcast releases, special extras, and access to a Google Drive that is absolutely busting at the seams with territory wrestling history, including our legendary Memphis Mega Folder. Podcast, interviews, watch-alongs, live streams, YouTube, Patreon, territory wrestling history. It's all waiting for you at RetroWrestlingArchive.club, where we're preserving pro wrestling history daily. Don't just remember it, relive it. All right, so there was your commercial break. Sorry again, Smokey and Randy. All right, let's take a look at this main event. We got the Godwins coming in here.
But I have confirmation from the referee that
Master B did crank that down just a hair there. So that jacket that Dundee's wearing, Bill Needham, Mike Needham, I was looking at Bill Dundee, was telling us that Dundee had told him about how that jacket had gotten to Bill via Bobby Eaton, who had gotten it from Stan Lane, and you may recognize that coat. A couple of years prior to that, Bobby was rocking that, tagging with Steve Kern in WCW as a tag team called Bad Attitude.
Samantha's looking hot right here. Samantha looks so good. Just saying.
She looks so trashy good.
Dude, so trashy good.
All right, so I got to assume that you're pretty happy here, Rob, that Paul Diamond was attacked. I'm not convinced you to have something to do with that. He's now had to be removed from the match and replaced by Tracy Smothers, who worked earlier.
It really doesn't bother me that Paul Diamond's not here. .com.
This feels weird. Billy Travis having both legs on his tights here. I don't know how I feel about this.
He had to borrow him from somebody, probably.
I'm sure.
I feel so bad about having dissed on Billy like I did. I really like.
I mean, you went hard on Billy Travis.
I was wrong, and I couldn't.
Well, I don't know that you were. That's the thing. I don't really know that you were. I was starting to come around to your way of thinking and being like, this guy's a piece of shit. He kind of sucks. And now I've got this T-shirt on the way, and now you're denouncing it. You're probably going to be taking it down before anybody else can order one.
I'm a Billy Joe Travis guy.
Wow. Well, maybe we just need to trade shirts. I mean, mine's going to be a little big on you, but.
Dude, Tracy's a working bastard. Dude.
Oh, man. Yeah. All these guys are good.
Yeah.
So good. So solid. Yeah.
Billy Joe Travis says, hey, let me have him.
Good. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
That's what happened to my hair. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not watching this, if you're just listening to the audio, whew, you should have seen that little. I will give Billy Travis credit. He's got some nice punches.
I will say too that the Godwins are. You could always tell they were pretty built guys, but when they come to Memphis, you could tell how big they really are.
They were some big dudes.
You really could, and just solid. WWE had good guys. People wouldn't say, "Oh, they're good workers," but geez, they were just flawless almost.
Yep.
And they've been going back and forth when we call them the Godwins and Southern Justice because they had been the Hillbilly Godwins, and then they went through this spell. Where it really didn't even make TV much. It was Southern Justice was the heel version of the guy.
It was on their B show all the time. The Southern Justice was. I don't know what the B. I can't remember. Did Dundee did he just volunteer to take the heat every Saturday? I mean,
yes,
I think,
it's kind of very un-Dundee like how he's just been getting his fucking clock cleaned lately. Like he come in, we pointed out how he got humiliated by Billy Travis like 2 different times with that 8-man tag team match. Earlier, he runs in on Tracy, and Tracy just decks him. He just goes straight to the ground. It's like, what are you doing, Bill? Uh-oh. Oh, you son of a bitch. Billy's having to stand on his tiptoes so he could be choked over the top rope.
Mo moving well.
Yes.
Moving well. He got through the ropes good. Look here.
This is the first time we've seen BJ Awesome rocking his old Men on a Mission gear.
Dude, I'm 160 pounds, and I can't even do a front flip like that. That was pretty good.
That was impressive. Uh-oh. Dundee says it's time to go.
Hot tag, baby. Hot tag.
Get hit hard right there.
Feed.
The former Shanghai Pierce in WCW. Phineas
they don't.
Pig. Whoa. Very nice. God dang, he is just wearing Billy Travis's ass out over there. Oh, well, that didn't quite go like they wanted.
Yeah, it didn't hit very well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
Damn. Poor Bill.
He said, what the fuck did I do? Did he blade again like he did that one? He just came in on 1991 and just bladed. Look.
He's busting with that trash can in there. Thank God it wasn't a guitar.
Ridiculous.
It really was.
Ridiculous.
Doing poor Bill Dundee like that. And so ends another episode.
I'm not a fan of that match, by the way. I'm a fan of the workers in it. I just think it's just too much. I've never been a 6-man or a 10-man or whatever, guys.
That's always been main events on this show for the last several weeks.
It's a lot to process for a guy like that.
Yeah. I had no problem with it. I had fun with it because I like all the participants. I'm a fan of everybody in the ring. So, and it was fun to see Dundee get hit so hard with trash cans. So.
Just one of those things where we're wanting to feature some people, but we can't really beat anybody. So, we'll get out of it with a trash can to Bill Dundee's dome and call it a day. And Dundee's clearly good with it these days for whatever reason. So, all right. Well, let's get those questions in there, BT, and see.
All right. Just a preview of what's going to go on next week. Next week is the Go Home show. For the big Mid-South Coliseum show, I will have full details on what happened at the Mid-South Coliseum with results, angles, everything.
Nice.
But this week, we're going to end it with what was your hit, Rob? What was your hit?
I like the Derek King, Tony Falk stuff, and I like the Derek King interview before the match and all that. I thought that was really good. And Road Dogg. Well, go ahead.
No, I get it.
No, because there's an answer for the next one.
All right, miss. What was your miss?
I'm not understanding the streak thing right now, so that was kind of a miss for me because I don't get it.
I think I remember. Gene said, "Do you remember?" And now I keep sitting over here, but man, my memory sucks. So MVP, who is your MVP?
The Road Dogg, Jesse James.
OMG moment.
That freaking trash can lid hit to the head on Dundee right there.
I could see that. What was your
trash can hit? That was pretty good.
Yeah. What was your must see?
I think you have to watch the Derek King Tony Falk match, right? Like, I think you've got to see that and know that Derek's just working his ass off, and he's so good.
What about you, Gene? Your hit. What was your hit for the week?
The hit for me was God, I hate to repeat answers, but that Tony Falk Derek King match, that was my favorite thing on the show.
What about miss?
The miss, I don't.
The show wasn't bad enough that it was easy to get a miss, and that's why.
I mean, nothing really missed here for me. Like, I guess the closest thing to it would just be, I guess I would say, the chemistry between Tracy and Lance Jade.
The botch.
What about your MVP?
MVP on this show, I'm gonna say Brandon Baxter. He every time he got up to bat on this show, he got a hit.
What about OMG? Anything surprise you?
Speaking of Brandon Baxter, my OMG moment is when Jackie creamed him on the floor after he smacked Derek. Good
and what's
Lord.
your must see?
Must see for this episode. I liked the Road Dogg promo.
All right.
I'm excited that he's coming into the Coliseum.
What's the matter, BT? You didn't know?
No, I knew. I got a fun Road Dogg story. We'll have to talk about it off the air, though. So a hit, trash can to Dundee was my hit. I absolutely loved that. Might have been my favorite part. The miss to me was the Master B finish there. I had no idea.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Good call. Good call.
We could have included that. Yeah.
MVP. I had to give it to Brian just for the promo and making Kid Wicket sound like he was somebody. You know,
that's solid.
OMG was, for me, this is personal markout moment when I seen Tennessee Lee with Jeff Jarrett. I was just like, oh my God, Fuller, Jarrett together again. And must see for me was Brian Christopher against Wicked. I love that match. And as we said, what's happening? Well, it's happening next week. Blast Off at the Dome. It is the Go Home Show. And that would be episode 9. Should be a fun show, folks. Should be a fun show.
I think that'll be episode 8, my friend.
Be episode 10. This is episode 9.
All right, excuse me, episode 10. Episode 10. My bad. Episode 10. We've been doing this now for 9 weeks.
Yep.
Holy fuck! That's like 2 months in a week.
Enough. Yep. That's exactly what that is.
It seems like I'm still calling the show new, right? Like I'm like this new show, Power Pro, blah, blah, blah. Like this is going by. Jesus Christ, I need to stop getting old.
Considering we've done 107 of the USWA show, this was pretty still new with 9.
Yeah, very new. Yeah.
Touche. I get it. Take us home, Dean.
Here we go. Another episode in the books. I don't know. I feel pretty good about our I think this could have almost been a go home show for the Coliseum show. There was enough things that went on here that would have made me buy a ticket. So I'm very interested to see what we do next week on the actual go home show. Surely Lawler will be around for that, I would imagine, but he wasn't here today, and quite frankly,
his contract, right? Because he's working up.
He wasn't WWF. Missed. I mean, was he missed? Like, did we need?
No, I didn't think so. There was so much going on. Didn't really think about Randy being, big baby face after doing that with Lawler until you said something. But yeah, Lawler not being here. So when Lawler's not here, Randy's just a big baby face. So
yeah. So that's interesting to see how they play that moving forward. But we replayed the slap from last week. Then we got the promo from Paul Bearer and Kane. So we promoted that match plenty here. So again, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what we do next week in the final go home show, because a lot of the matches that's going to be happening, we haven't been able to promote it on TV because, like, we've had Billy Travis and Dundee at each other's throats, but we're actually promoting Travis and Jarrett. And so, we'll see what the final card is. And then I'm excited for you to tell us, because I don't remember anything about what happened at that show. So I'm excited for you to tell us all the ins and outs.
They also promoted on this show, they're always doing a casino show. I did have results from that Thursday. Same people. It's Tony Falk beat, and about 300 people. Tony Falk beat Mr. Wrestling. BJ Awesome beat Ashley Hudson. Bill Dundee beat Billy Travis. Kid Wicked beat Coco Ware, which I thought was interesting. Jackie beat Brandon Baxter, and there was a street fight with Jerry Lawler and Moondog Spot beating Tracy Smothers and Master B. So I thought that was interesting.
Perfect.
Wow. That is an odd team there, but
yeah. And it's weird because you got people showing up at those casino shows, and what I remember, there was good payoff on those shows. Lawler's always known to be because these are sold shows. And Lawler's always known to sign really good checks. So
good for him. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week, folks. Join us again next week for another episode of the Retro Wrestling Review Power Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Love my mama.
Coming up on Live from the Archive, Arc of an Angle, we're starting this week. Eric Embry versus Skandar Akbar and his arm in the battle for control of World Class. Look, here's the overview of what's going on and why you need to come watch this thing. When Jerry Jarrett bought a financially gutted WCW from the Von Erichs in October of 1988, he installed Eric Embry as the booker, right in this building that you see behind me. Matter of fact, right in one of these rings. Embry was living in the Sportatorium at the time and booked himself as the babyface and the heart of the territory. And he did that to go against General Skandar Akbar's Devastation Incorporated stable. You're going to see Cactus Jack Manson, Gary Young, Iceman Parsons, Buddy Roberts, the Super Black Ninja, who went on to be the Great Muta, the Samoan SWAT team, P.Y. Chuhai, Taurus Bulba, and others involved in this. There were contract swerves, baseball bat attacks, loser leave town matches all over the place. Percy Pringle does a write-in campaign. You all know Percy as Paul Bearer. And on August 4th, 1989, we have the payoff. This thing started in October and worked its way all the way to August of 1989. October, I believe it was 15th, 1988 to August 4th of 1989. I was lucky enough to be in the crowd for a lot of these Friday nights. We're going to break it down for you on the Arc of an Angle. Come check it out. This is how Eric Embry booked the USWA versus World Class.
Got a stack of VHS tapes, dusty old newsletters, testing men in tiny capes,